Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Ego Spinner made by Magnus McDonald. Probably one of the most anticipated and claimed to be the best spinner out there. And I've come across Magnus, a while back when he started his EDC stuff in Kickstarter, mostly made of titanium, which this one is as well. And it's kind of fascinating how he does things. He does show, he does have a YouTube channel. He shows his process, which is actually really entertaining to watch. And he's seems to be a really cool guy. Although he did have quite a bit of production issues, delays and stuff and that like that. But I got my spinner here, so eventually we'll get ours. So I'm still waiting for his Kickstarter one, which is the bar. Eventually, hopefully I get it in the next couple months. But yeah, so this is the Ego Spinner, the tri-spinner design that he created. Although it's more of the simpler style compared to the other ones that he showcased earlier of last year. On the hype of the spinners. And I think a lot of people were a bit disappointed that he didn't went for the other cooler designs. But this one has that minimalistic look, but it's actually quite nice. I like it a lot. And it's again made in titanium. It is tumbled. So yeah, actually really nice. Let's see if I can get a closer look on that tumbled finish. Comes in this wooden box. I don't think there was a certificate of authenticity other than a piece of paper showcasing, the instructions, where you get that from. I don't know. I'm not sure if would you consider this there he is, COA, but well, anyways, we got our scale here. Let's see how heavy this is. It's gonna be relatively light since it's titanium. Alright, so here we go. It's about 49.6, 50 grams, which is to be expected of, something in this size and made of titanium. Right. Although this one is a little special because he went with double bearing. So this is a double bearing design and it's a lot thicker. This is a Zen 3 Nano, which is, actually this is the tungsten with the vertical retention or your screw-in, the bearing cage. So even at that, it's still thicker, as you can see there. Now, one of the concerns too is having these caps that are almost flushed. They're very thin, but since it's a bit, you're not really pinching it, there's actually quite a bit of clearance, and it's actually not too bad. It's actually quite nice. It is quiet. It has a seal bearing, as we'll take a look in a bit. But it does rattle a little bit because of how the button is retained. So again, here it is next to a Zen 3 Nano. Let's bring out the other ones. Here it is with a mini sanitarium. It's about the same size in terms of the diameter from what it looks like. That's this one's a little bit bigger. What else we got here? Here it is with Daily Fidget, which I got nicely flamed by Casey. And what else we got? I got the Tri Stubby here with some awesome buttons from Average Machinist. So it's in that size. And lastly, for those who have stubby, there we go. So I'm kind of curious how big the bar spinner will be. So probably as big as the iFidget. But yeah. Right, let me get this out of the way, and let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now, to take out the buttons here, it's actually a little special. And on the instruction, he told us to use blue tack. He didn't provide any because blue tack is kind of like pretty much anywhere. Luckily I have blue tack, but it just depends on the person. Sometimes they don't have this at home. But it's multi-use. It's kind of like duct tape. You can use duct tape for a lot of things, or even electrical tape or masking tape. But this is a very versatile tool, especially if you're doing crafts and stuff. So yeah, very nice. Anyways, to do this, you just kind of push it here. He said he'll have an instructional video. I checked it out yesterday. Nothing is in there yet, but I figured it couldn't be that hard, right? So kind of put it around the button like that, you know, kind of give it a bit of pressure. Firmly grab it with the body with your other hand, and you just kind of pinch it so you have a bit of grip, and you pull, and there it is. Now sometimes the other bottom side it won't budge, so you try the other. Now you can do the other side. Let's see if this is gonna work. Or you can just push through with I would go with something that is non-magnetic. So some screwdrivers has that tendency. So sometimes I just use a toothpick or something. Yeah, this one is a bit stuck. Let me try one more time. Otherwise I'm just gonna push it. Nope, it's stuck in there. Let me go ahead and clean that up. Where's that toothpick? Alright, here we go. There we go. So the caps are kind of like grommets. Grommets are those things that are like a circular thing where the cable goes in towards under your table for computer cables and stuff, or sprinkler head, that metallic circular thing on the ceiling. Those are grommets, and you kind of use the same principle where you have 5 kind of clips that just use friction on the inner race of the bearing. Here we go. So it is shielded, and it's quite quiet. I'm not sure if that is lubed. Some bearings are, or it could be just shielded. Alright, so here's the tool that he provided. This is made of aluminum, and this is supposed to help us push the bearings. So we're just gonna set it here. The little part here kind of goes into the inside, so which is great, and we're just gonna go ahead and push it. There we go. There's a snap. You're gonna get your first bearing out, and there's another one, so we're just gonna keep pushing. There we go. We got 2 out. I think it's just held by friction, although there might be some parts here that a little maybe there's a lip or something, but that's kind of how it is. Now I'm kind of curious how it is with a hybrid ceramic. I have some HC1s here from FC Essentials. He does not make or doesn't distribute this anymore. I think the HC2s are more common now. Now trying to push it in with your fingers is not gonna work. You're gonna have to kind of set it in and get it in there, but even then it's a little tricky to do so. Now what I've found that a good way to do this is you could use your bearing removal tool if you have one of these, or just do it the old-fashioned way. So you gotta set it in the middle, and you're gonna apply a bit of a tap, I guess. Although I'm not sure if I want to recommend doing this process here. Let's try the other side. There we go. So just bear with me. I'm whacking this thing in my table. Alright, so I got it in there. Now, I'm not sure how well that's going to be for the tolerances of the bearing. There we go. It snaps in place. Let's do the other side. So it seems like it goes on one side, but not the other. Yeah. See, I'm able to push this in. And just gotta... You'll hear a snap. Huh. Okay. Well, that works. And just go ahead and push the buttons back in. There we go. And to the other side. Alright, so let's try this out with the hybrid ceramic. Ooh, that is loud. But a bit more satisfying, as you can hear that. So unfortunately, you're gonna hear that sound because of how the bearing is retained. Yeah. Now I found another way to for buttons. Okay, so let me take this out again, because you can actually use a different button set. Yeah, this is decided. Oh, there we go. I got it. All right. So just hold on. All right. So I got some buttons here. These are from Ultra Spinners. They're the 19mm. I think this might be in the Afterburner design, or this one's a little different though. Afterburner ones that I got flamed level 3, which is the blue, or sometimes blue purple. So we can actually use this, but it is threaded, and you want to use both sides like this. Now I don't have an Ultra that goes through on both ends, but I have blue tack here. So we're gonna use blue tack instead. Alright, so we're gonna push it here, and it actually fits nicely there. And we're gonna apply a little bit of blue tack, just so that the inside part will stick. And push this in. There we go. A little quieter. Actually, I'm kind of thinking if I put blue tack on this, the grommets, that might help from spinning freely. But there you go. If you want feedback, you can swap it out with hybrid ceramic, but you might need to find a way to get the buttons to stick. But it is such a, it's a nice feedback now. I like this. I'm more of a feedback kind of guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this spinner. Overall, I would say that the way it's machined, oh, I forgot to talk about hot spots. There are basically no hot spots. Everything is nicely chamfered or rounded. Yeah, it's a great design. Just for something that is a bit simplistic, but it has its own charm on it. Yeah, I like it. And then there's a lot of designs like this that are minimalistic, but it works. And yeah. Now, I'm not sure if you can still order this. I think the pre-order or the order page might be still up there. And yeah, if you're interested, go for it. I'll provide the link down below for MagnusX's website. But yeah, it's a very interesting spinner. And I think it's well worth taking a look if you have that's a bit of money. It is expensive. I think these are a little over $100 for each one. So look into spending that much. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, I'll try my best to answer those for you. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.